So you want to play Nautilus. Maybe you've seen the insane clips, your team wants you to play it, or you're a fan of a content creator that plays the weapon and it looks fun to you. This video is intended for low-level competitive players and will be covering stats, common mistakes, and playstyles commonly used by both of the Nautilus kits. Nautilus is mostly played for its unique gimmicks, those being charge holds that last for over 3 seconds, barely being affected by jump RNG, and the ability to start charging while firing, which results in a weapon that works with most team comps. Though it typically works best if it's filling in a mid-lane position similar to a Splattershot Pro. Before you start playing Nautilus, you'll want to know what gear to run. Here's what I run, though I'd recommend running Stealth Jump along with this. If you want more gear examples, go to sendu.inc, which will be linked in the description. As you can see, I am mostly running swim speed and run speed, and you'll also see this in sendu.inc builds. This is because about the only thing that Nautilus struggles with is movement abilities. The purpose of these abilities is to negate any downsides the weapon has, which results in Nautilus having a somewhat similar playstyle to Squeezer, but with a much lower skill floor. Nautilus is very prone to mistakes, however, like running Saver Main, which is needed for other Splatlings but not Nautilus, or relying on charge hold too much and playing like a Sploosh rather than the Splatling that you are actually playing. The reason that not playing at close range is so important is because range is one of your most important weapons as a Splatling. The Naut's preferred playstyle is that of a Skirmisher Slayer or a Skirmisher Support, though depending on kit you'll want to play one of those roles more than the others. The 47 kit is more support oriented while the 79 kit is inclined to play as a Skirmisher Slayer, but both of them use their range as the strongest part of the main weapon. The 47 is better for a support playstyle with Point Sensor Inkstorm, which allows your team to take more fights at advantage, but they are also almost perfectly suited for the Naut's playstyle, due to providing chip damage and location. 79 on the other hand has a more aggressive running gun playstyle, with Suction Bomb and Triple Splashdown. Suction Bomb being consistent splash damage, and Triple Splashdown being a really good get-off-me tool. Now going back to stuff that applies to both Nautilus kits. The position Nautilus wants to take normally is directly behind the Slayer weapons. Being here allows you to stay safe while also being able to engage in any fights that might happen. Though Nautilus doesn't want to stay here forever, the strongest part of this main weapon is its ability to switch between roles whenever it wants to. This makes you a jack of all trades, being able to fill in any role on your team if someone dies, or just act as a weapon in a role that's needed at the moment. And this isn't a jack of all trades, master of none situation. Nautilus is able to do any of these roles perfectly. To play successfully, you need to be able to change your playstyle as soon as you recognize a situation you can take advantage of. This does apply to every weapon in this game, but even more Nautilus than any of the others due to its more fluid playstyle. If you're having trouble overusing your charge hold, I'd recommend switching over to Heavy Edit for a little bit. It plays almost like a Nautilus without the charge hold and has a support and Slayer kit just like Nautilus. Those being the V kit with Curling Bomb Cooler and the Nouveau kit with Splat Bomb Crab Tank. But ultimately, the best way to learn is from other players. In the description, I'll have a link to the channel of a player by the name of Naigora. They're a Japanese Splatling player, and they have a lot of VODs of Nautilus and other Splatlings on their channel. Sendu.inc, which I mentioned before, is a great resource for gear loadouts. And finally, just talking to other players that play your weapons is a really good way of figuring out how to play them better. A lot of what I've personally learned has been from talking to other players who play competitively or just really enjoy the game. I'm going to leave you with that, and if you take anything from this video, please use your range.